Think it's impossible to lose weight after 50 and after pregnancy? It's not. And I'm going to share the secret to how I lost 25 pounds and how I'm still going down. Hey Credos! Do not let anyone tell you that they have the magic bullet or pill to help you lose weight after 50. I mean, I do, but don't listen to any of them. I was born a chubby baby who became a chubby toddler, who became a chubby elementary schooler, who became a chubby junior high schooler. The summer after 7th grade, I went on my first self-imposed diet. Since that time, I have been on a gazillion. Just a sampling. Look at that list and tell me if you've been on any of those diets and how much success you had. And when I say I tried those diets, I mean I tried them diligently and carefully. I read, I studied, and I followed them to the letter. Either I lost some weight and gained it back, or I lost very, very minimal weight, or I didn't really lose weight at all. Just months after having my 6th child, Caleb, at age 39, I ran a marathon to celebrate turning 40. Using the term very loosely. I am not a runner. In the 5 months of very carefully and scrupulously following the Runner's World Marathon Preparation course, I lost 6 pounds. 6! That can be very discouraging. Do not let anyone tell you that genetics, age, hormones, pregnancy do not impact your metabolism or how dieting works from there on out. They do. They do a lot. So before I tell you my secret, my disclaimer, I am not a doctor, and I am obviously not a fitness coach, but I still have something that should work for anyone. So sit back, take a deep breath, and get ready for my secret bullet, calorie deficit. Consume less calories than you use. I know, it's not what I wanted to hear either. After trying all these magical formulas and combinations, I really wanted something less restrictive to work, but it didn't. We midlifers are old enough that we have seen the diet industry change, flip-flop, and rotate all around us all of our lives. Eggs are good, eggs are bad, eggs are good. Coconut oil is fine, coconut oil will kill you. There are 4 food groups, there's a food pyramid, there's a my plate. If health, fitness, bodies, and weight loss were that simple, it would have been solved a long time ago. Bodies are complicated, doctors and scientists do not have it all figured out, and the government sure as heck doesn't either. Here's what I did. I went on a regular, traditional, old school, old-fashioned 1,200 calorie a day diet. I have documented every single mouthful that went into here in a free app called MyFitnessPal, and I gauge exactly what I eat. Since I started this last July, I haven't been terribly concerned about the health of the food I've been eating, which is interesting because that's a complete switch from what I've done since I was 14 years old. Since then, I have tried to use the latest understanding to eat in a generally very healthy way. But since July, I decided to focus completely on caloric intake. That meant that some days I ate very healthy, some days I ate crap. One day, I saved almost my entire calories to eat a Cinnabon, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. But now that I'm down 25 pounds, I'm going to switch this up in the new year, probably starting in February. I'm going to keep the 1,200 calories going, but I'm going to switch it back to a more nutritious, health-minded meal planning. But it was kind of just too much to take on all at once, and this has worked for me. And that is the key. Whatever you do, you have to make it work for you. How can you make it work? How can you make it work in a way that you'll actually follow through and do it? And so for me, it was easier to just count the calories to start with, and now I'm going to move back into counting calories with the nutrition until I reach my goal. The way I have done this has surprised me because it's almost like a variation of intermittent fasting, which I didn't intend to do. But as it turns out, I'm not terribly hungry first thing in the morning. So I drink my magical sugar-free stevia cocoa. The recipe is on my blog. I drink that first thing in the morning. I go work out at the gym, I come back and I drink another cup. That's about all I want until about 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and then I'll have something light and then I eat dinner. That works for me right now because it kind of follows my hunger patterns. I don't feel deprived, I don't feel starving, I don't think about food that much, I don't worry about it. The other thing I have done is I've continued to work out, which I've done since I was a teenager anyway. I'm a little bit more intentional about my workouts now. I do 30 minutes on some kind of a high intensity machine like a Stairmaster, and then I do 20 to 30 minutes of weightlifting in various sets. But I do add in that workout about 6 days a week. And that's really the whole thing. If you're ready to start your fitness journey, give me an amen in the comments. On my very first video for my channel, I said, here I am before the midlife transformation. Well, this isn't the after yet. This is part of the way through the fitness part. And I can at least tell you this, I feel so much better. To be able to start the new year kind of with a head start on what my typical goals would be feels so good. And so I'm just gonna tell you, if you're over 50, if you've had a bunch of kids and it's tough, I get you, but you can do this. Just think about how you'll feel 6 months from now if you have really stuck to some kind of plan. I will also warn you about something. It has been slow. 1,200 calories a day, you're supposed to lose 2 pounds a week. Not even close. I've stuck to this diet very carefully for over 5 months. There have been a total of 6 meals, not days, 6 meals in that time where I either didn't account for it because I couldn't. For example, a daughter had a birthday dinner at a restaurant that didn't give caloric information, so I tried to guess. Thanksgiving, dinner only, and Christmas dinner only. Other than that, I have been extremely careful about what I ate, and it hasn't been close to 2 pounds a week. Don't be discouraged if that happens to you as well. It is still worth the effort to feel better and to be healthier and to be able to move better and be less self-conscious and to fit in clothes better. If you're ready to join me in this journey, leave a comment. Tell me what your goal for this year is. What tiny, ridiculously doable goal can you set for fitness for the coming year? I also want to give a little shout out to Packer Fitness. It's my daughter and son-in-law. They have a fitness Instagram. They have been really helpful to me with ideas and motivation. I'd love to have you be part of the community, so please subscribe and ring the notification bell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week with more motivation and progress.